What's up, it's your boy David Attenborough, and today we're going to talk about the ultimate animal.
Bitch, I'm ultimate. Ultimate.
So, to start this argument, I would like to divide all species into 4 categories. The first category is the one of the dead. These are species humans kill, destroy or genocide, sometimes with good reason, like bacteria or rats, seeing as they cause deadly diseases and all. But other times with less good reasons, like the fact that we barely have any rhinoceros left because guys think it'll make their dick hard. Or just an accident, like an oil spill, which kills all the fish in an area. Sadly, all these points also apply to humans. The second category is the one of the enslaved. Think of species that have been enslaved in the literal sense, like elephants, horses, or again, sadly, humans. Or animals that have been enslaved so much and for such a long time that humans have bred them in a way which works better for that species' enslavement, because that is exactly what domestication is. Think of things like cows producing more milk than their wild counterparts, because that works better for humans. Also remember the pug. A pug is a descendant of a wolf, and the entire reason it looks like that and has constant health problems is because humans think they look cute that way. It is hard for me to think of a worse fate than being a pug. The third category is the one of the ignored, unknown or forgotten. These animals humans simply ignore or don't know about. Think about a fish in the deepest part of the ocean, or some frog far into the Amazon, or a thing called a tardigrade. I don't know what it is either, I just looked up things we don't know about and that came up. Again, sadly, also humans fall into this category. Just think of all the people living in places like the Arctic, Amazon, Sahara, etc. And want to talk about the ignored and the forgotten. What about the homeless and the people just barely getting by? They are sadly also in this category of being completely forgotten by society. Also, the fact that any kind of animal is in this category doesn't mean it can very quickly move to one of the other 2 categories. Think about the fact that a lot of fish are dying because of our plastic waste. Or think about the fact that the humans living far up in the Arctic are being poisoned by plastics that we have put in the oceans and they now eating their fish. So now onto the 4th category. The 4th category is a category with only one animal in it. The ultimate animal. This animal can't be put in any other category. This animal completely escapes the totalitarian ways of humans. So, what is this magical animal? Cats. Cats don't get killed, destroyed and genocided by humans. Quite the opposite actually. Humans do everything to keep them alive. We feed them, take them to the vet, and even let them shit in a box in our own house. No matter what they do. I mean, they can even attack our kids viciously, like you see here. And we still take care of them. They are also not enslaved, seeing as they simply refuse to do what we want them to do. Most scientists don't even think they are domesticated, seeing as there's very little difference between a cat and their wild counterparts. I mean, can you see which of these cats is a house cat and which one is not? Yeah, me neither. So, they are not being genocided and not domesticated. And if you've ever been on the internet, you might have noticed that we definitely don't ignore or forget about cats. I mean, we are absolutely obsessed with the little bastards. A good example of us being absolutely obsessed with the little bastards is me making a YouTube video about them right now. So, how do I think cats escape the totalitarian ways of humans? Well, one of them is that they pretend to be babies. Cats actually don't meow to each other, they only do it to humans, because humans think it's cute. One kind of meow cats produce is actually on the same frequency as a baby cries. They make specific sounds to sound like babies, a thing humans naturally love. They even look like babies, they have big round heads, big eyes, they weigh the same amount of weight, and many more things. They basically mimic babies so they can get away with more shit. Another way they make us love them is toxoplasmosis gondii. I mean, cats literally have infected humanity with a parasite to make us love them, which is a good way to not fall in the first category of the genocide. An even better way to not fall in the 3rd category of the ignored. But how do they keep out of the 2nd category, the one of the enslaved? Well, they simply just refuse to be enslaved, domesticated, or be subservient to us in any way. I mean, have you ever tried taking a cat for a walk? That's right, they simply do whatever the hell they want. And it's not necessarily in a rebellious way either. Because if you rebel against something, you acknowledge that they have some kind of power over you. If you rebel, you obviously think this is wrong, but you still acknowledge that a person or organization has some kind of power over you. A cat never ever does this. They just do whatever the hell they want, and if we try to stop them, they either just ignore us, this has been scientifically proven by the way, or get irritated, angry and violent until we let them go, at which point they just go on with whatever stupid shit they were doing before, or start doing some other stupid shit we also don't want them to do. They basically treat us like little children. They don't take us seriously at all. I think that the idea that we have any kind of authority over them never even crosses a cat's mind. They are so fiercely independent that any other option of living goes so against their nature that their entire species just doesn't even conceive of it. Subjugation is about as much of an understandable concept to a cat as space exploration is. So, this was your boy David Attenborough talking about why cats are the ultimate animal. See you later.
Bitch, I'm ultimate. Ultimate.